my little... There I am. Hello, maybe I should... The saturation. All right. So I'm just making sure that everything's connected. It always disconnects my headset for some reason. So there we are, and we are good to go. So let me just plug my phone in and we'll get going. Welcome back, everybody, to the next exciting week of learning how to play bridge. Last week, we started talking about openers rebid and what we're going to do if we are looking for that major suit fit still. And so now we're going to be diving into a few more of the specifics. So let's get right into it. So our agenda for today, we're going to do a quick review. We're going to do a class challenge, just like always. We're going to talk about rebidding our suit and what that specifically is showing. And then we're going to talk about forcing rebids, because a lot of times we make bids that are non-forcing and we need a way to make our partner bid. And then we're going to finally go through that challenge, and then we're going to take some questions at the end. So let's start with our review. Oh, I put the answer up first. All right, so 1 club, 1 heart, and then a 2 heart rebid shows what? We are going to be showing 4 hearts as the opener. We are confirming a fit with our partner, and we are showing them roughly our range. So 12 to 15 high card points is usually what we are expecting. If the auction goes 1 spade, 2 clubs, what do we know about the end goal of the auction? Now, this might depend a little bit on what system you have learned. I am a big proponent for learning 2/1, so for me, this is showing a game-forcing hand. And the reason why I really like this is because we have a very clear direction from the second bid in the auction. 1 spade, 2 clubs, I know that I can't stop bidding below 3 no trump or 4 of a major. Now, if our partner bids a new suit at the 1 level, how many high card points is that usually showing? It's going to be showing 6 or more high card points. Let me bring myself down here a little bit. All right, so let's get into our class challenge now that we've done some quick review. So today we are going to be talking about a bunch of different rebids and covering most of the remaining rebids. We've talked about balanced hands. We've talked about what to do after partner raises. We've talked about what to do when we have a fit with partner's hand. We are going to be talking about all those niche in-between cases today, and so at the end we're going to talk about some problem hands that you might encounter. And so I'm encouraging you all to think about the different hands that might come up where you might have a problem after partner responds 1 no trump or 1 of a major. So we will discuss that at the end of stream today, but while we are going through it, I encourage you guys to be thinking about that kind of idea. So let's talk about rebidding our suit. When we rebid our suit, we are telling partner more information. We've told them once already that we have hearts. We don't need to just tell them again just for the sake of telling them, like, hey, we still have 5 hearts, partner. No, when we rebid our suit, we are showing something more. Now, usually this is going to be showing a lack of interest in their suit. So if it goes 1 heart, 1 spade, and I rebid 2 hearts, this is indicating that I probably don't have a fit for their spades. So that's the first thing that it's showing. The other thing that it's showing is that we have 6 or more cards in our first bid suit. Now, this is going to be true whether we are in a game-forcing auction or not. We always want to try to share new information with our partner. Some people might decide that 1 heart, 2 clubs, 2 hearts is their default rebid. But that's kind of silly. I strongly prefer having that show 6 or more hearts so that we know right away, hey, we have a heart fit now, even though you only have 2 hearts. So it's all about being able to communicate information effectively to your partner. If you bid 2 no trump with an unbalanced hand, it's okay. And then because we are bidding a suit that has already been bid in the auction, we are using those different levels to show our strength. So if we rebid it at the 2 level, we are showing 12 to 15 high card points. If we rebid it at the 3 level, we are showing 16 to 18 high card points. And if we rebid it at the 4 level, we are showing 18 or more high card points, although there are some exceptions with that. So let's try to put this into action. So taking a look at this first one, We have 7 spades. We've got 12 high card points. We open this 1 spade and our partner comes back at us with 1 no trump. Now, if we're playing forcing no trumps, then this is forcing. But regardless, we're not passing, even if we are playing in standard. So 1 spade, 1 no trump, what are we going to do? Well, we get to rebid our suit to show that we have extra length in that suit, and we get to use the different levels to show our different strength. So would we classify this as more of a minimum, medium, or maximum? Looking down in the bottom right corner, we have some different ranges, and that 2 level is going to be indicating that we have about 12 to 15 high card points, and I definitely think we fall into that category. So I would rebid 2 spades here. Taking a look at hand number 2 here, we have 17 high card points. No. What am I talking about? I have 15 high card points. Oh my god. So I have 15 high card points. I've opened 1 heart and my lovely partner responded 1 spade. So what are we going to do over this? Well, we want to indicate to our partner that we have around 15 high card points. We have 6 hearts, and so we don't have a fit for our partner. So we're going to use that different level to show our different strengths. So here we're going to rebid 2 hearts. If you chose to rebid this one at 3 hearts, I think that's fine. But 2 hearts is probably a little bit better of a description. But again, it depends on what your opening style is. If you have a very aggressive opening style, then this might qualify for your 3 heart rebid. Taking a look at this next one, we've got 16 high card points. We've got 6 diamonds, 4 spades. Maybe we have a fit in spades. Nope, partner responded with 1 no trump, so we do not have a fit in spades. So we want to indicate to our partner that, hey, we are interested in playing in diamonds. Our diamond opening was not just like for funsies, it was actually because I have diamonds. So we're going to use that different level to show our strength. So we could bid 2 diamonds, but that shows more of a minimum hand. Rebidding 3 diamonds, we definitely have those 6 hearts or 6 diamonds, and we have 16 to 18 high card points. And then hand number 4 here, we've got 17 high card points. We've got 6 clubs, 3 spades, 3 hearts. Nothing too special here. We're going to start with a 1 club opening, and our partner comes back at us with 1 spade. So we have 6 clubs. I'm planning on rebidding clubs. So what level I rebid clubs at is going to show something about my strength. If I rebid 2 clubs, that is a woeful underbid. So instead, I'm going to rebid 3 clubs to show my partner my strength. Now, over these last 2 bids, it's kind of interesting, not quite intuitive, but over this, if partner decides to make a bid, we are now in a game forcing auction. So if it goes 1 club, 1 spade, 3 clubs by me, and then my lovely partner comes back at me with 3 spades, well, now we are in a game forcing auction. We have to bid until we get to 3 no trump or 4 of a major or even 5 of a minor. So we might end up in 5 clubs in that auction, or we'll probably end up in the spade fit that we would have at that point. So if partner rebids 3 spades here, I would expect at least 5, and then we would be on our way to bidding 4 spades and collecting that game bonus. All right, so if we can't rebid our suit, we can't raise partner suit, we can't bid no trump, well, we're going to be bidding a new suit. So this is sort of low on the totem pole for us. We are not super interested in bidding a new suit unless that is the best description of our hand. And it's not always about those majors. So when we bid a new suit, we are indicating that in general, we do not have a fit for partner suit. Again, if we had a fit for partner suit, we would have preferred to raise them most of the time. We do not usually have 6 or more cards in our suit. If we do, we have a nice shapely hand and we want to introduce both of those suits. It's probably 2 majors. And we are indicating that we are not a balanced hand, because if we had a balanced hand, we have a really nice way to classify the strength of our hand. And so we would have shown that to our partner already by rebidding no trump or opening no trump. Since we are still looking for a fit, so I bid a suit, partners bid a suit, I bid another suit, this is wide ranging. We have not quite narrowed down those high card points very much. So instead of it being about 12 to 21 high card points, now it's 12 to 17. So we have limited it, but not very much. So partner is still encouraged to respond with a lot of hands. So let's take a look at some examples. All right, so looking at the first one here, we have 12 high card points. We do not have a balanced hand. I start with 1 spade. Now, if we're playing 2 over 1, this may be a forcing no trump, and we may be forced to bid anyways. But even if this is standard, we have an unbalanced hand. Some people might treat this as balanced, but we have an unbalanced hand. And so with this hand, I would be rebidding 2 clubs to indicate to my partner that I have 5 spades, I have at least 4 clubs, and 12 to 17 high card points. Could be anywhere in that range. It's not quite forcing, not quite non-forcing. Now, notice with this first one, we are showing our length. We are not showing where we have strong cards. It doesn't matter if we have really good clubs or our second suit is really good. We want to show partner that we have at least 4 cards in that suit because the whole goal is for us to try to find a fit. We are looking for 8 or more cards in one suit between our 2 hands. So if it goes 1 spade, 1 no trump, I am still looking for a fit. If I rebid 2 clubs, that is indicating to my partner, hey, I have 4 clubs. If you have 4 clubs, that means that we have a fit and possibly clubs is where we want to play. Taking a look at this next one, we've got 13 high card points and I'm going to open this one 1 club. Over this, our lovely partner comes back with 1 heart. Now, we actually talked about this last week, so you guys can probably figure out what we're going to be rebidding here. But we're going to rebid 1 spade. This does not show anything extra. This shows 12 to 17 high card points, just like the other ones. We are showing 4 spades. We are considering the opportunity that we may still have a fit in spades. So with this hand, we are unbalanced. We have 4 spades. We have 5 clubs. Partner has a pretty good description of our hand. Now, some people do play a style where even if they have 4 spades, they will always rebid 1 no trump if they are balanced. And if you want to do that, that is amazing and totally fine. But it may be easier for a lot of people to just start by, if I have 4 spades, I'm going to start by rebidding 1 spade. Taking a look at this next one, we've got 13 high card points and 5 in the minors. So we're going to start by bidding our highest ranking 5 card suit, which is going to be diamonds. I'm going to start with 1 diamond here, and my lovely partner comes back at me with a 1 no trump response. Over this, I can bid 2 clubs. This is indicating to my partner, hey, I am not balanced. I have 12 to 17 high card points. I have cards in both diamonds and clubs. I have 5 or more diamonds, 4 or more clubs. We're indicating all of this to our partner. And then this last one, we've got how many high card points? 13 high card points. We have 5 spades, 4 hearts. We have an unbalanced hand. I open 1 spade, and my partner comes back at me with a game forcing 2 club bid. Now, this 2 club bid does not deny having 4 hearts. It denies having 5 hearts. If they had 5 hearts, they could just start with a 2 heart response. So instead, we are still going to be willing to explore for that 4-4 major suit fit. So over 2 clubs, I'm going to rebid 2 hearts. So now that we've covered what to do if we have extra length in our suit, or if we have an unbalanced hand and we want to introduce a second suit, let's talk about what to do if we are strong. And our goal when we have a strong hand is to make an offer that they cannot refuse. We want to make a bid that forces them to bid. And so the first one is going to be really easy to spot. So as opener, most of our new suit bids are technically non-forcing, just like we were talking about before. They're wide-ranging. Partners should make every effort to bid if they can, but there is a very real probability that they will pass. So if we do not want to allow partner to pass, we need a forcing bid. And the first example of that is going to be a jump shift. This one is relatively easy to spot. If it's gone 1 of something, 3 of something, we are now in a game forcing auction. So, things that you should be looking for to indicate whether you are experiencing a jump shift from your partner. You are looking for a jump, a situation where partner could have bid the new suit lower but decided to skip a level as though they were a crazy person. And then we are also looking for a new suit. They are bidding a new suit at the 3 level. We do not have a fit yet. I am forced to bid at the 3 level. This is crazy. So partner better have some backup plan to make sure that you guys are safe even though you're at the 3 level now. Because at this point, responder has only shown 6 or more high card points. So opener needs to pick up that slack if they make one of these game forcing bids. So if they rebid your suit or their own suit, these are non-forcing because they have shown a limited number of high card points. And if they rebid that new suit at the lowest level, then that's showing 12 to 17 high card points. Again, we are limiting our hand. So those are non-forcing bids. But if you have that jump shift, then you are in a game forcing auction. Now, the other situation that you'll encounter is a reverse, and this one is tougher to spot. So these are going to be bids made at the 2 level. You don't have to jump up to the 3 level to make a reverse, which is one of the nice things about it. It's sort of a space-saving tactic. So you are bidding in a higher ranking suit than the first one that you bid. So if you start with a diamond, partner bids a spade, and now you introduce hearts, well, now in order to rebid your first suit, which is usually your longer one, you have to go to the 3 level. So now you are showing some extra strength as well as indicating things about your hand. So things that you should be looking for: a situation where if you want to rebid partner's first bid suit, you'll end up at the 3 level. Or simply a rebid at the 2 level in a higher ranking suit than their first one. So for example, if you open a diamond, partner bids a spade, and then you bid 2 hearts. Now, in order to bid diamonds, you have to bid 3 diamonds, which is forcing you to bid to a higher level than you may be comfortable with if you only have 6 high card points, but partner's forcing you to do it, so hopefully they have like 20 over there. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. Looking at this first one, we've got 19 high card points, but this is definitely a hand where we would open at the 1 level. We would start this hand with 1 spade. Now, if our partner comes back at us with a 1 no trump response, well, we know exactly what we're going to do to show partner that we have game forcing values, given that they have at least 6 high card points over there. So they have 6 or more high card points. I have 19. Combined, we have 25 between the two of us. But I don't know if we have a fit anywhere or if no trump is the best place for us. So instead of just jumping around wildly to some game somewhere and hoping that it works out, we're going to start by describing our hand more fully. And in order to do that, we are going to employ the use of a jump shift. We are going to jump a level and shift to a new suit. So 1 spade, 1 no trump. I jump over the 2 level. So instead of bidding 2 clubs, I'm going to jump to the 3 level and then shift to a new suit and bid clubs. Clubs has not been bid in this auction yet, so 1 spade, 1 no trump, 3 clubs. It's going to show that game forcing hand with 5 spades and 4 clubs. I may have longer spades or longer clubs, but that's for us to find out later on in the auction. Taking a look at this second one here, we've got 18 high card points. We do have a singleton king, but we still have 18 high card points. So with this hand, I would start with a 1 diamond opening. I open 1 diamond and my lovely partner comes back at me with a 1 no trump response. Well, I don't have a clear direction for where I'm going to go. I have an unbalanced hand. I have that singleton king of clubs, but I do have those extra values backing me up. So 1 diamond, 1 no trump. I can now bid 2 spades. Now, partner has already denied having 4 spades most of the time, so I'm not expecting to find a fit in spades, but I am looking for more information from partner. Maybe they have a secondary fit in diamonds. Maybe they have 4 diamonds or something. Or maybe they just really have a balanced hand and all of their honors are concentrated in clubs or something. So if that's the case, we'll end up playing in 3 no trump. If they have a good diamond fit, we might end up playing in 5 or 6 diamonds. Looking at this next one, we've got 20 high card points and we have 5-5 in the minors. So with this one, some people may be tempted to open this 2 clubs, but if you open 2 clubs, it's really hard to show 2 suited hands. So instead of doing that, we're going to open at the 1 level. Now notice we don't have a lot of majors here, so somebody in the auction is going to be bidding. This is where we get to rely on our opponents for helping us out and helping keep that auction alive, even though we have 20 high card points and they don't have that many. So I've got 20 high card points and I'm going to start with a 1 diamond opening. Over this, partner follows our plan of bidding with the major. They start with a 1 spade response. They're showing 4 or more spades and 6 or more high card points. I want to indicate to them that I am game forcing. They cannot pass me below game. I want that game bonus and I'm going to get that game bonus. So I need to indicate to my partner how strong I am, but I also want to tell them that I have this really nice club suit on the side. If I bid 2 clubs that is in a lower ranking suit, my partner only has to bid 2 diamonds if they want to go back to diamonds. This is showing 12 to 17 high card points. So instead, I'm going to jump over that 2 level and shift to the new suit of clubs. I'm going to bid 3 clubs here to indicate that I have game forcing values. I have 5 diamonds, 4 or more clubs, and partner is obligated to bid again until we get to game. And then looking at this last one here, we have an interesting one. We've got 19 high card points, we have 6 clubs, we have 4 diamonds. What is our plan for this hand? Well, we could just bid 1 club and then clubs again, but that kind of doesn't do our diamond suit justice. And we're forced to limit our hand when we rebid clubs. So we're going to start with a 1 club opening. Our partner unexpectedly or expectedly bids 1 spade. So now we want to indicate to our partner how strong we are, and we also want to tell them something more about our hand. So we could rebid clubs, but rebidding clubs doesn't really do us justice. So if we bid diamonds, if we bid 2 diamonds, how many high card points is that showing? Well, that's in a higher ranking suit than our first bid suit. So 1 club, now we bid diamonds. In order for our partner to bid clubs again, they have to go to 3 clubs. So all we need to do to show partner that we have extra strength and that we have 4 or more diamonds, 5 or more clubs, is bid 2 diamonds. This is a reverse. So now we are in a forcing auction. We are not necessarily game forcing just yet, but we are in a forcing auction for now. I would still treat reverses as game forcing at the beginning, and as you get a little bit more comfortable with it, you might develop some other tools that allow you to separate the different situations. So now that we've gone through a couple of these different options, let's go back to our class challenge. So our class challenge was looking for situations where you may not have a good rebid. So looking at this hand, we have 15 high card points, we have 5 clubs, we have 4 diamonds. If I start with a 1 club bid and my partner comes back at me with 1 heart, what am I going to rebid? Well, I can't rebid no trump, because first of all, I have 15 high card points. That doesn't fit into 12 to 14 or 18 to 19. So what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, I can't raise them. I only have 3 hearts. Maybe we would decide that that's the best option, but then what are we doing? We're raising them to 2 hearts. Now they're going to think that we have 12 to 14, maybe 12 to a bad 15 high card points, and that really feels like an underbid. I can't bid spades. I don't have 4 spades. I can't bid 2 clubs. I only have 5 clubs. I can't bid 2 diamonds. That's a reverse. So looking at this hand and recognizing that we are going to have a problem when partner comes back at us with 1 heart or 1 spade, that should impact the way that we view this hand at the beginning. So in order to avoid this rebid problem, we're actually not going to open this 1 club. And instead, we can try to open this 1 no trump. So even though it's technically an unbalanced hand, it solves that problem. We have a situation where we have 15 high card points. We're not technically balanced, but we have a hand that this is the best way for us to describe it. And Deborah is totally right. Legally, we can totally just open it 1 no trump. There's no laws against opening it with a singleton ace, king, or queen. In the ACBL, you are not allowed to open 1 no trump, non-forcing, and natural with a singleton less than an ace, king, or queen. If it's a singleton jack, then they will treat it as a disallowed bid and probably adjust the board. So definitely would recommend having a singleton ace, king, or queen if you are going to try out this method. But this is a really good example of one of those situations where you will end up doing that. So If anybody else comes up with any situations that maybe would cause some problems for your rebid, considering all of the different things that we've covered today, pop that into the chat. And otherwise, that is all I've got for you lovely folks for today. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. And if you learned something, maybe consider liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot and it's totally free. So thank you so much again for stopping by. I will be around to answer questions in the chat if anybody needs it. Otherwise, have a fabulous rest of your day. I will see you all next week. And until then, happy bridging.